what's up everybody? How you doing? This is gonna be one of the last videos I probably upload of my Scion. It's been real. Trial of Ancestors, believe ends on the 5th, last day. And then Friday, Affliction. Now, to be quite honest with you, this is my first league ever, and I didn't do a whole lot of the Trial of Ancestors. Just kind of trying out melee character. So I did do some Trial of Ancestors. I'm going to upload that video as well. Currently have it ready to go to do the voiceover and all that. So you'll get to see a little bit of my success in Trial of Ancestors. I didn't go all crazy. I am not a Path of Exile dedicated channel, but I do have a lot of Path of Exile content. I enjoy the game, enjoy it a lot. If you're here, it's the first time ever seeing Path of Exile, welcome. If you've been playing it for a while, welcome. What you won't see here are build guides or even a good way to play the game. I'm just having fun. I don't watch guides, I don't watch walkthroughs. I am painfully figuring this out as I go. And I'm a bit of a masochist, so I enjoy that pain because it makes me exercise my brain. So if you're one of those hardcore elitists and you want to see what a guy who just likes figuring it out on his own does, then feel free to watch. If it pains you, watch anyway. Leave a comment. Leave me some criticisms, some advice. I take it all. You know, a lot of people give me advice and they might not see those changes implemented here in my videos. Don't get mad about that. I actually probably did, and I actually recorded it, but as this is coming to an end, I kind of want to keep up with the leagues. I think I'm going to get a little more into it. I think with Affliction, I kind of like what I'm seeing. The auto battler was neat, but wasn't really my jam. But Affliction looks pretty cool. It's got those new ascendancies. There's like 3 ascendancies for it. If you know what I'm talking about, go watch the Path of Exile channel or any of the big old PoE channels that cover that stuff. It looks really cool. Basically a second set of ascendancies that you can get. Whether that stays in the game or not, no idea. New patch updated some stuff for core players, and yeah, looks like it's gonna be a ton of fun. That hits Friday, December 8th, after the Game Awards, which is December 7th, I'm not mistaken. Looking forward to seeing Baldur's Gate 3 do a clean sweep. I just don't see how it doesn't win many of the categories. It's just such a fantastic game. I know I've said that before. I've not played any content except for like one short of my game. You just gotta play that game. It's not really something to watch. You just gotta enjoy it and make the choices, you know? Choose your own adventure type thing. Yeah, so this is just gonna be a long rant video, guys. I had a pretty productive weekend. The family is out of town, so I got to play a lot. Got to edit some backlog videos, so I'll actually have one video every day this week. Gonna be 2 PoE videos, a long Remnant 2 video, my obscenely long videos of co-op play with my little brother. Those are a ton of fun. I enjoy doing those. Sometimes I don't cut them, I just play the whole thing. This one I did cut a little bit, so that should be a good little watch. I didn't really do any transitions or anything. Transitions kind of seem a little jank to me sometimes, so I'm just narrating. You get cuts and things, it's fine. Same with like the co-op stuff, because there's like, you know, some dead space, dead conversation. We're just kind of concentrating on the game or doing our own thing because we're in the world building stuff, so there's some dead space there. I also have 2 more episodes of Ghost Recon Future Soldier. That'll be at the end of the week. Heard that right. another 10-plus-year-old game that I played through. That's a different animal. There's no narration of that. It's just gameplay. Try to edit it like episodes in a TV show. Having a little fun with that one. Those are actually my favorite types of edits. They're easy to do. Mostly. You die and you gotta do the cuts, and sometimes the cuts don't line up, but it's still fun to do. They're pretty linear. These ones, Path of Exile is actually more difficult. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. My first playthrough with my witch, getting through all the acts, was just trying to kind of like make a video per act or so. I was gonna do that with this, and then I was gonna combine acts, and I did play through this a bit faster than my witch, but I've had some struggles. I will finish all the acts in this. I probably won't do end game with this. And if I do, you guys won't see it, because I'm going to be moving on with the next league. I'll keep the character, obviously, because I want to keep learning and trying different things. But having said that, Scion's wasn't as fun as the witch. I think it's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. Being in the center of the skill tree, it's kind of difficult to narrow down when you have so many choices what you actually want to do. And then even when you do go down a specific path, it's not quite as good as the more specific.
I am Tasuni. There are
skipping around here. It's not as good as more of the specific classes. Like I tried doing basically a female marauder here. I know I've said that, and doesn't quite hit the same. And I've also found that games like this, I think I favor some range. So my affliction build, I'm definitely doing a hunter. I don't know. I'm thinking either poison or ice, because I've done kind of two back-to-back fire-ish builds. So thinking hunter and poison is just kind of like a classic, and I'm probably going to lean towards that. But the ice is also appealing. We'll figure it out. I'll probably try both, and once I get to that elemental bit and I got to make a decision, I'll see. I know, but poison arrows sounds like fun. So that's probably what I'll do for Affliction. I'll have to read the patch notes. I don't know if anything got nerfed in those regards, so I'll actually do that. So this next league, I'm going to invest some more time into the game than I have in the past. The more I play it, the more I'm learning, and so it's been a lot of fun. Speaking more PoE, PoE 2, oh man. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. I think actually, after I played Diablo 4 and I was looking for something else, I came across Path of Exile. I don't remember what video it was, but it might have been a PoE 2 gameplay introduction from the devs. I think it was like just before ExileCon this year, and I watched some PoE 2, and man, that's the one for me. I'm looking forward to that game. I'm looking forward to that. They showcased the mercenary. It's essentially guns in PoE. I don't know if you purists are into that, but I'm 100% on board when PoE 2 drops or they release the beta for us to check out. I will 100% be doing a mercenary build. I'm looking forward to that. It looks like a ton of fun. And I've said I was going to play a druid for like 3 or 4 different games now, and I just haven't. And maybe after I get through the mercenary, I'll try the druid. Warriors probably like the marauder. Change things a little bit. Monk's kind of neat. They got a sorcerer instead of a witch. I don't know, things will be different, but mercenary's going to be number 1 on the list for sure. Did spend a little time cutting this video down. It was like about an hour, just under an hour. I'm trying to get it under that 50-minute mark. Respecting your time. You know what I'm saying? what I'm saying? Done. Come on. Yeah, but what's the I think Righteous Flame is what I got on it. I've been just kind of like grinding out experience because my Scion was having a little trouble in X6, but we got through it. Found some legendary gear or whatever you want to call them, and that like basically made my DPS go from like 400 to like 1,000 just by getting a better piece of gear. So I'm grinding out some areas to get some better drops and level up, and that's where we're at with the Scion. I may do a showcase when I finally get through all the acts of my struggles and successes and triumphs. I'm still thinking about doing a sort of summary of my thoughts as a new player. I mean, I kind of do that every time I do one of these. It's kind of my exercise. But I really want to get through all of the classes just so I understand all the different options available. I could watch walkthroughs, but that's not fun. So I'm gonna try and play all of them. I think so. I've done Witch. I did Marauder for like a second, so I've done Witch. I've done Scion. My next one's gonna be a Hunter. And then after that, I'm probably gonna do Marauder or Templar. I guess Assassin's one too, but that's not something I'm interested in. I will try them. I'm gonna try them all. I'm gonna try every single one until PoE 2 comes out. So I'm gonna do as much as I can manage in the leagues as they come out. With those characters, when the league's over, I'm gonna move on and try something new. I'll play these in the background, but as far as content goes, I'm just gonna share whatever is, current, relevant. Keep people interested and seeing how I'm doing and progressing, and hopefully you'll see the growth of my Exile progression. You know how slow that is? It is Diablo 4 to be dead already. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with PoE. I really do enjoy the game. I'm always learning something new, and I learn more from my peers than I do from watching. I don't know if that makes sense. It's kind of like, yeah, I can watch this 1,000 times, and people have some amazing walkthroughs. I just stumbled across Zizaran. What's his name? Oh, he's doing some Path of Exile University thing, and that dude's got a ton of videos on Path of Exile, and it's pretty impressive. I mean, the guy's obviously been playing it for a while. Got a lot of information, so it's worth checking out if you've never played the game before. He's got a ton of stuff in there. I might check some of his stuff out just in case I get real stuck, but I don't like using those cheat codes. I think you should try the games on your own, 100%. Now, if you're someone who knows yourself better than that and knows that if you don't have some sort of guide, you should just quit playing the game, then I mean, by all means, do a walkthrough. But I'm not that guy. I like struggling. Like, I gotta be like real stuck somewhere to go look for the cheat code or the hint or the walkthrough. Now, I'm not saying I haven't done it. I'm not saying I haven't done it. I did do that with Elden Ring, but man, that game, zero guidance. There's not anything to read to tell you how things work. You just gotta figure it out. At least this one you can like read descriptions and it gives you quest lines, so you kind of know where you're supposed to go, and there's pathing like, hey, you gotta go here. But Elden Ring, oh yeah, that was a hit and map type game for me, for sure. I got stuck anyway. But this one I don't think it's really necessary.
Look at, see that? See you later.
I mean, it would be helpful to, like, you know, catch up to like the 10 years of progress that the game has made. You know, because there's just so many mechanics that it's probably smart for me to do. I keep talking about it. I know that, but maybe I'll break down and do it. I'm almost talking myself into it now. I just don't want to. Oh. So yeah, that's where we're at. Probably gonna run out of voice here by the time I'm done with this, because I gotta do this one, and I gotta do one more. I gotta do my Trial of the Ancestors run, my successful run, of course.
What do you?
I'm not gonna show you failures. Why would I do that? That's what this one's for. No, but all seriousness, the Trial of the Ancestors was neat. The auto battler thing. It's actually pretty great. Is that like during one of the rounds, I died. And I was able to successfully set up my team so that they ended up winning without my help. Oh, and I threw this in here. You guys want to like, hey there, special boy, you need to do this, or can't believe you're in Act 4 and these are your stats. You should have like a bajillion points everywhere. So, you know, feel free to look at this and go, well, you should do is this. I'll take that advice. I like advice. But obviously, I'm quite a bit above this. I did hear, and maybe you guys can clarify, someone had told me something about when you get to like 250 or 255 points in a particular category, we'll call it strength, obviously not here, that is really no further point to getting any further than that. And I'm not sure if that's true. I never actually validated that. I mean, it seemed to be true to a point for items, but I've seen other guys, I watch, you know, the shorts where these dudes just run around and like kill everything in their path and just melt everything. And you know, they've got, you know, whatever, if they're a caster, they got 400 plus intelligence or whatever, and so it must scale, right? I mean, I'm asking, I could just Google it. I don't want to. I'd rather get the engagement from you guys. So let me know if that's the right course of action. Like, should I be... So my tree goes further down now, and then I went over to two-hand melee specialty. Yeah, it's got two hands now, and then this branch up here goes all the way to this fire mastery. I don't think it goes beyond that, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, see, you go down to this, you get the all the way down to the bottom, and then you can go to the left, you get that big circle on the left hand side, to that fire mastery. I got those, and then I've got the two-handed mastery thing over here as well. Now if I hit all the strength nodes and plus up my strength, is that gonna scale with my physical damage for my weapons, or no? It must, right? Because why would they have so many nodes? If you know the answer to that, let me know. If there's some equation, throw it in there. My my Google machine's broken, so I'm asking for your guys' help.
The beast knows that I'm here.
Oh, and I tried like so many different abilities. I'm not sure volcanic fissure. Yeah, that shouldn't be like that. Oh, this is the wall one. I'm just standing there. Yep, just swab it out with the other one. There you go. Yep. Because the wall fissure, you gotta like collect souls, right, to get it to work, and it's more powerful. But I'm not sure how that collecting souls thing works. You know what I will do before the next, during the next league? I'm gonna actually go through the whole like in-game tutorial, because that's not a walkthrough. So that's information the game provides. So I am gonna go through all that. Yeah, I haven't read it. Did read some of it for some little things, but maybe I'll go read through that real quick, and that should help me get some more knowledge here. That's a good idea. I got good ideas. That's in the moment. That's off the cusp. Cusp. Off the cuff. Cusp is on the edge. Cuff off the cuff. Man. Sunday, my brain's fried. Drinking coffee to stay awake. It's been a long day.
Good find, Exile.
Doing some home improvements. Getting things ready for the holidays for the kiddos. I gotta chase around
Another good find.
Elf on the Shelf. Yeah,
This is the
Elf on the Shelf is visiting the house, so I gotta share that.
things.
Speaking of which,
See
gotta
you later.
send the latest Elf on the Shelf update to my wife so she can show the kids where she's at. Let's see here a second. Ginger. Can't wait for the kids
Another good find.
to come home and watch. Oh shoot. Watch
As your terror grows,
Christmas videos with them. Yep, sorry. Just texting the wife. Just calm down, guys. Just calm down. I was trying to look at, for some reason, sometimes YouTube will tell me like when people are watching the videos, and sometimes it won't. It says there's not enough data, even though there's plenty of data. I'm not sure how it actually collects that data, because I used to get it, and I've had more views since the time I didn't get it. Seems like I have more views and less data. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe YouTube's just broken, because I have been uploading at midnight. It's automatic. I don't actually do it, right? But if I can recall correctly, most people are not awake at that time unless they're, in a different time zone. So YouTube says it doesn't matter when you upload, there's no significant difference, but I don't think that's true. I think it's very much true that when you upload something at a certain time, and if people are subscribed to you, even if they're not, there's a specific time when people watch YouTube. So I'm trying to get focused in on that time frame. I know that people start watching my videos like around 6 a.m. and it usually tapers off around 9. So between like 9 p.m. and 6 a.m., the amount of people watching videos is significantly less than it is obviously during the day. I think most people are probably watching between the hours of like 10 a.m. to about 1 p.m., just depending on where they work. Their lunch might be earlier or later. So it's around that, you know, lunch break time. People are kind of digging into the YouTubes and sitting down and watching. So that's where the majority of it comes from, which I find interesting because I just watch YouTube all day long. Just don't tell my boss. I absorb probably more content than I should, but I also try to keep that in check when I'm home. Usually the hours after I get off work up until the time the kids go to bed, I'm generally not watching YouTube. Try to stay off the screen for that amount of time, spend it with the family. But sometimes they're on their own little worlds, and I do it anyway. Sometimes I'm playing games with my kids. Yeah, it's amazing how much time I have on my hands on weekends when family's not here. Be a little more productive. Kids take a lot of your time, man. Love my children, absolutely love it, but man, it is a lot of time spent keeping your kids squared away, especially when they're young. I don't have teenagers or anything. They're all under that spectrum, but man, they take a good amount of time. That was explodey. I'm engulfed in flames. Yeah, I got kid'll soon be a teenager, but not quite. But you gotta enjoy the time while they're here, right? Because eventually they're gonna be teenagers and young adults, and they're gonna have careers, and they'll be super busy, and then it'll be all sad that they don't visit. It's gonna put a little perspective on how I am now and my parents. If you got a good relationship with your parents, make sure you keep it up. It's good. It's important. It's also good if you got kids too, because then you get good to have grandparents around to spoil them, so you can not do that.
Have but a moment's respite.
That way when the grandparents are gone, it's back to discipline. That's not parenting advice, by the way. I don't purport to give you parenting advice or life advice. I'm just simply talking about my own personal life and how I deal with things. Yeah, my kids' grandparents, they spoil them rotten, and that's fine. They're spoiled kids, but they're good kids. They're pretty well behaved. Always good to put that in perspective by being around other people's kids and going, I really ought to talk to your parents, but I also don't have to live with you, so your parents get to lie in the bed they made. Galab, Stink Killer the Menacing. That's double K for extra stink. Alright, let's go ahead and click to level up. Click to level up. Click to level up. There it is.
Life,
You heard me.
and desire.
Yep.
It is ready.
It is ready.
So am I.
That's good.
You know, not to.
Not a cockroach. Classic. Poor Diala. It's tragic what happens to her. Got a Doberman. She's got some sort of itchy butt syndrome. Gaia! Quit chewing! Yeah, I gave her antihistamines and all kinds of stuff. No, she doesn't have fleas. Bathed her, done the whole thing. It's just winter time, and apparently she's got some sort of dry skin issue or something. Gaia! Gotta holler at her so she doesn't chew all her fur off. I'm gonna put her head in a cone or something.
So glorious of arenas. I care nothing for your past. Only for your future. And for that, you
I won't have to fight. You gotta fight. Boom! Sorry, that was too loud. I apologize. I don't really apologize. You knew that was coming. Explosion. Oh, watch out for that. Boom. Gray stench. Everything's stenching. Stench, stink killer. Swamp stank. Stank thing. Just keep coming. I don't think flame with these things is really the right way to go, but that's okay. Oh, and if you haven't heard me say this before, I'm so looking forward to dodge rolling in PoE. Also, Mercenary can shoot while moving in the WASD movement. WASD movement. It's gonna be a game changer for that class, I think. Gotta get down. I should just mute my mic while I'm hollering at the dog. She's a good dog. She's just going through some things. Going through some things. There we go. I can't enunciate words, I promise. I think she's gotta go potty. I gotta let her out. I'm obviously a professional YouTuber. Interrupting the recording session to take care of the animal. Oh, and now she's barking at the neighbors. Fantastic. Great. Alright, guys. Oh. There's another thing I wanted to say. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that has come to the channel and subscribed. That's awesome. I really do appreciate that. We had 100 this week and now we're past it by 101 filthy casual subscribers. I appreciate it. It's awesome. Yeah, I think the goal was to get to that 100 by the end of the year. Small goal. And we got it done, so thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it. I'm going to keep trying to improve the edits, improve the commentary, make this entertaining for you. Obviously, that road to 1,000 is long, but we shall get there. Got to get those jabs. That's the game, right? Can't just hope for an overnight success and for one video to hit 1 million views and then we get 100,000 subscribers. Just doesn't work that way, right? All the best things are earned and hard work and dedication put into them. That's how they get better. I mean, there's some absolutely fantastic channels out there that I think should have way more subscribers than they do. The creativity, the edits, the storytelling are just outstanding in some people's videos. They're pretty fantastic, and I think I'll at some point create some sort of list of they're bigger channels than I am, so it's not like they need the help, but just like to say they inspire me. So I'm gonna maybe at some point make a list of those channels that I think deserve a lot more subscribers than they have currently. And they're doing the same thing. They're growing. and they're doing the thing. Pretty awesome to see. Oh, yeah. What's another good? Just off the top of my head that I could think of. And this guy's kind of grown exponentially over the last little while because he's been hitting it on the shorts on Twitch and all the other stuff. Thor from Pirate Software. Pirate Software is a channel. I think he's got Discord, big Discord community now. He's got a pretty decent Twitch following. His YouTube channel's growing. He does game development, which is pretty cool. Indie game development. He came from Blizzard. And if you haven't seen that guy's channel, check it out. Usually have him on is like ambient noise in the background, and I tune in while I'm at work. Listen to the things he talks about, answers questions about development and IT stuff and hacking and all that other kind of stuff. And pretty interesting stuff. I think I mentioned on here that I'm gonna try my hand at some game development in very, very small pieces. I want to build a little side scroller platform or something with my kids, RPG-ish type little game with little pixel art stuff. Definitely gonna be doing that. I've got the free softwares, gonna try it out, and you know, I'm gonna get a walkthrough for that one for sure. I'm definitely gonna get a walkthrough and learn how to do that kind of stuff, but there's no easy way to figure that one out. So I'm looking forward to that. Be real basic. I'm just trying to move squares across, you know, but should be fun, you know. And if anything, it'll be something I get to bond with my kids over. I'm always looking for something that we have shared interest in. Like I share my interests with them, they share their interests with me, and you know, if we can find something that interests all of us together as a family, that's win-win in my book. And we all like games, but it's kind of cool to like make one together, even in its simplest form. And the kids can tell all their friends they made a game with their dad. I think that'd be pretty cool for kids as young as they are to do.
An adequate performance challenger, if a little messy. Yet Barkur and his stinking flock were simply an audition. Let us see how you fare in the Grand Arena of Theopolis.
Ooh, Grand Arena of Theopolis. Let's go.
It is here that I first laid eyes upon my true purpose. My lady Mary.
No, she's barking. I'll be right back.
Our inspiration that defines us. Do you fight for blood? Hundreds of warriors tried to lay claim to the same title as I, but I defeated them all. Victory goes not to the able, but to the ambitious.
I have far too many animals, everyone. My wife is a collector. I have 3 dogs, 6 cats, a red-tailed boa, and a rabbit. And that's after a serious reduction. We did raise snakes for a while for breeding, but that got to be a little overwhelming a few years ago, and we ended up selling them all. Just kind of a bunch of ball pythons. We had like almost 30. And then we also bred rats, African suffers, rats, and mice. And man, it was a lot of work. I think that's something that the wife and I will do once the kids are out of the house. It's just a little too much with all the kids. But that was something we did. But yeah, I got a American Pit Bull, I got a Doberman, and then I've got a mutt And she's a hilarious looking dog. She's a mutt between a pit bull and a wiener dog. That's right. So what she looks like is a Jack Chihuahua. Because she doesn't have like a super long body, but she is very small and looks exactly like a tiny pit bull. It's hilarious. She's a sweet dog, but she has no brain. She's constantly licking her own brain. The Doberman is currently running around like ants in her pants. Very anxious dog, constantly prancing around. You hear that? They're cheering for me. Woo! You did it! Yay! They're just cheering for me the whole time. Or maybe they're cheering for the bad guys? Who are they cheering for? Was that Stink Thirst or Stink Fist? Who is this? Fighting Bull, that ain't it. Just Stink something. But this, now it's Grave Growl. What is it, Stink Fist? Lots of stink names. Who's the guy that makes all? Is there one guy? It's gonna be like one guy, right? That makes the names. Hey, Joe! We need another name for this thing over here.
At 15, they thought me worthy to fight a fellow man. The butcher was twice as big and twice as stupid as I. And many like him. Burned my way, kill by kill, out of the awful pit and into the grand arena. I thought I would find wealth and glory in the arena. My lady Macbeth.
Ash Razor. I have a question for you guys. What do you think is better in melee? 2 one-handed weapons or 1 two-handed weapon? What are the trade-offs? I mean, obviously with two-handed, they're faster. They don't always scale together, do they? I don't know. Or are they better? Can I get more DPS out of 2 fast-swing weapons, or more DPS out of 1 large hammer? And then other questions, I know these are tied to abilities. What do you like better if you like two-handed, or even if they're one-handed? Mauls, maces, axes, hammers, swords? What's the... Is there a difference? Like, is there one, like, objectively better than the other? I mean, some are slower for sure. I've noticed that, like, if I get staggered, a slower weapon is not awesome. Demacary Cassius. Yeah, he's done. Mevion. The champions are dead. Well, that was quite the scream.
King of Swords was a giant of a man, both faster and stronger than I. Yet I needed only.
Oh, this part was cut down quite a bit.
I know that I had no choice. I could not die this day. I made him shiver under every parry, striking with all of my might so that my arms felt they might snap with every impact. I studied his face, watching for that moment when he began to doubt. A king of swords is nothing there if he cannot defend his crown. Pain, empty with exhaustion, I stepped inside his faltering swing and I slit the giant's throat. Of swords
Oh, yeah, I died a couple of times, in case you guys are wondering. So, you'll see a couple of cuts. Yeah, see, at distance, I didn't have an issue with this guy. With my witch. Like, being able to surround him with minions and stuff makes it so much easier, because you can just, like, have them kind of corner him and, like, stagger stun him, whatever, into a corner so they can't really move. And then you can just hit them with spells from a distance. My totem's doing the real work here. Of course, I don't see totems in any sort of end game run stuff. I feel like that'd be too slow. Or maybe I haven't watched enough and there are some. Somehow I don't think so, though. I also haven't seen like a ton of like crazy Templar builds. Maybe I should look for a Templar build, because I don't even know really what that class is all about. Let's check that out. You convinced me, guys. I'll check it out. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week. You all take care, and see you in the next one.